and welcome to my channel again. Today we will be doing a little review of Nmixx's new album, Fear. I think that's how you read it, but you know how it's spelled very weirdly. It'll be on the screen. And before we start, once again, no hate to any idols, and these are all just my opinion. Alright, first, let's show the tones of the album. Track number 1, Dash, is also the title track of this album. Also, the album's name is not Fear, it's Fe304 Break. I don't know why I thought the name was Fear, but doesn't matter. So the track Dash is very R&B influenced with two switch-ups. First verse is very R&B, and then my favorite part is the first pre-chorus. The first pre-chorus sounds very nice, very elevated, and very groovy. It's rhythmic and punctual, and I like that in a pre-chorus, like I said. Although then the chorus comes, and all that the build-up that you made from that really good pre-chorus just kind of gets released with that very, no other way to say it but talky chorus, where they just repeat the word dash in a sentence. Then the second switch up feels a bit more city pop. It's not that big of a difference between R&B and city pop, but it sounds a bit different and it makes it a bit more interesting. I honestly didn't expect the third switch up at all. I thought they were only be two, but third switch up sounds okay, but it keeps the song interesting, which I like. Honestly, while this might not be my favorite Nmixx title track, I liked it. They were very experimental in it and tried 3 different things and see what sticks. It's not offensive, it doesn't have way too many jarring switch ups, but I think they are way better produced than, for example, in OO. So while it may not be my cup of switch up, I still think it's a really good song, and I like how they basically mastered their mixpop in the 4th album in a row. Track number 2, Soñar, stayed the test of time. It was released in December, and yet it still has a really good longevity. Honestly, I keep re-listening to it and it doesn't get boring. I think the switch up here was a lot better done because the two sides of the song are way more different, unlike in Dash. But that is just a style preference on my side. It flows nicely after Dash in the album order, and I like both the rappy and the vocally challenged part. Honestly, I prefer always the vocal full parts because that's just, like I said, how I prefer my music style, but both are really good. The best part is the bridge that fades into the last chorus with the ooh like it. Honestly, that just never gets old. It's very charming and it gets stuck in your head, as I think it's an important part of the song. That's what Dash lacked. Some catch ability, aka an ability of song to be catchy. So Soñar stays a bit more in pop culture that way, and overall I still really like it. I think it's a good fit. Track number 3, Run for Roses. Run for Roses is an idiom that means a hard fight, basically a hard competition that one must win. And this song is truly milking everything out of that idiom that they can. That's a phrase that ended up being coined during the Middle Ages, and they use flutes, lutes, and different ukulele and basically string instruments to sound medieval in some parts. It first starts off very jazzy with smooth vocals and a jazzy rhythm, but before the chorus it switches to a medieval sounding instrumental, with their vocals going a pitch higher and having those delayed ad-libs similar to medieval and Renaissance style sing. The chorus itself is also good, not as catchy as Soñar, but better than in Dash. And overall, the song just flows very nicely. It's very listenable and very adjustable. It's cool, jazzy, and fresh. It's something we haven't seen before in this style. The mixing of medieval instruments adds a charm to the song that you can't see in many other recent K-pop releases. The rap during the end wasn't really necessary in my opinion, but because after that there is a high Lily's vocal part, then it ends up flowing right back on track, which is okay. I think without that part it would be even better, but overall the song just ends and it fizzles out so nicely that you want to replay it again. It's okay position-wise, and the song itself is really, really good. I love that it's very original, so even though some could say it's a little tame, I think it's amazing. Track number 4, Boom, is the most overall rappy track. It has police sirens in the background, which adds to the mood of the song, and the rap then fits. Feels like very, one could say I guess gangster, but that's not an expression, I just don't have a better one at the moment. After the rappy first verse and the second verse, it comes into a vocally charged chorus and post-chorus, which are obviously my favorite parts, but they don't really interrupt the flow of the song as it's a slow transition. The last chorus is really playful, it's really rappy, but it has some really fun vocal ad-libs, and it's just the highlight of the song. I think everyone should listen to it. It sounds really, really good. So the song is overall inoffensive, really good if you like rap. Track number 5, Passion Fruit. This song is way more my style. It has a familiar instrumental with still some unconventional sounds that only N can pull off. The motif of the passion fruit represents love and some could even say lust, although I don't think that was the intention on this album. It's really cute and bubbly, and honestly it has the best lyrics on this entire album. Like, usually Nmixx songs aren't very lyrically deep, but this one is just really, really, really good. Also, I feel like it's just very fresh and different, but I don't think it fits the album all that much. It's my favorite song on the album, so I am really glad they included it, but overall it doesn't fit the thematics. Still, it's really good and honestly quite different. Track number 6, XOXO. This is a famous sample, but I couldn't tell you the name, so if you listen to it and you know what sample it is, do tell me, I really wanna know. Anyway, the song is very gradual. It gets better into it, but you do need to invest in it. The first verse, the melody starts and it's way stronger than their vocals. And then it slowly builds up until the vocals start overpowering the melody and the song becomes very, you could say, digestible and flowy. But it being cool, flowy, and easy only comes if you're patient. The bridge is very cool and it's honestly the best part, and the vocal chorus just sounds very nice and fitting, and it fits the album way more than Passion Fruit. Honestly, it's a little forgettable in my opinion, but it's still good and it fits the album. Track number 7, Break the Wall. This is the final track on this album, and as a closer, it's very fitting. It's cute and some could even say bratty. It's very positive and has a good message that talks about bravery and overall getting out of your shell. It has mini switch-ups in the instrumental, which do even enhance the message the song is trying to send. And overall, it's just a positive ending. From Dash to this song, we don't go on a big journey, but we do establish the message we made in around 7 different ways, which I don't think it's bad. I like when albums take you on a gradual journey, but this is overall a very positive album that's supposed to lift you up, and Break the Wall just adds into that. My favorite part was the bridge, but also the OT6 chorus, because I love when they sing the chorus together. It feels chanty and even a little culty, I would say, but I love those, like when I can hear multiple vocals. I really like. Overall, this album was really good. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It was very precise, it had a clear message, and it did it. And Nmixx always do something new and experimental with their albums. I think Squad is actually doing this really well, and they are truly fixing the mistakes they made with the Nmixx Midsummer Dream. I like the Nmixx Midsummer Dream, but I feel like people were disappointed because they wanted to see something different, something more mix poppy, and that's why they were disappointed. But I feel like this song is just going to fix all of that. If you watched this entire video and you're still here, please like and subscribe, and I will definitely be seeing you in the next one. And leave in the comments, did you like the new album and what's your opinion on it? And I'll be seeing you in the next one.